Hey gamers, welcome back to another No Man's Sky video. I hope that everybody is doing absolutely fantastic today. And in today's video, I want to kind of go over most things freighter related and actually go over why you need to do this as soon as you possibly can and not necessarily suffer the same fate that I did. Now, freighters are really important. I'm not going to get into like all of it, but I wish I would have known about freighters sooner than I actually had kind of understand. I wish I would have done a little bit more research on them. Now, the first experience or encounter that you will really have to obtain your own freighter, you'll have to play for about 3 hours and warp to about 5 different systems in order for your first freighter event to trigger. Now, at that point, I don't have the game footage for you, unfortunately, but you will be able to come aboard. You'll get a message from inside of your starship. You'll be able to go aboard that freighter, and then you can actually redeem that freighter if you would like for your first freighter, and then you can have a freighter going forward. And you can actually get it completely for free as long as you don't do what I did, and that is basically just accept the reward. So accept that first one and then go and find the freighter that you are looking for, because then you don't have to at least pay for the first freighter. And that's what I had to do. So that's why I waited a lot longer to be able to get the freighter, because I wanted to find the freighter that I was actually looking for instead of spending millions upon millions of units looking for the one that I wasn't ever going to keep. And then I got the one that I actually wanted. So, but we're going to go over a few different things, freighter related, and besides what we just kind of talked about. But the first thing that we're going to do is show you kind of the reasons why I recommend that you guys go ahead and get a freighter and work with a freighter as soon as you possibly can. Now, I know that a lot of people probably already know a lot of this information, and that's perfectly fine, but this is for new players like myself, and I know that more and more people are still coming aboard to No Man's Sky, even though the game is a little bit older, which is fantastic, right? So I have 4 debriefing centers or construction or the debrief expedition things right here, and you can have 5. You can do 5 of these per day. I just have 4. I probably will put a 5th one right behind that planetary probe right there, but I will at some other point in time. But after a expedition is done, and we're actually going to go into doing an expedition and everything related to it. So we can go in here and we can actually see what type of rewards that we're going to get from this expedition that this fleet went out and did. So they went 2,500 light years. The first log entry, they didn't give me anything back, but the next one, we got 2 this stuff right here. I'm not going to pronounce it because I'll pronounce it wrong. And then the next one, we actually made 370,000 units. So if you're really new to No Man's Sky and you're able to just jump from a couple systems and only play the game for just a little bit of time, this is a great way to get free credits to basically pay for what I talked about in my other video just a couple days ago about how to make millions. This will be able to help you guys out. You can see that we got another one for 317, another one for 359,000. We've got 7 of the Viking artifacts. We got activated indium, 856 of them that you can actually go ahead and sell that, or you can use it for whatever you else are going to use it for. We got cryo pumps. We got 3 of those. We got another one here. This is going to give us some of the metal for 729. And then the last one here, we've got units. We got 220 units for that one. That's interesting. So that's what we got in this one. And then every once in a while, you'll get something a little bit better as like a overall reward. So let's just see if we happen to get it so I can show you. Usually it pops up on the screen, and I made 1,000,000 units just from that one expedition. That's why I feel like it's really essential. Not only do you get a lot of other really good things from it, you get a lot of units, and then you get a lot of good resources from it as well. And then we're gonna go to this one, and this one I'm just gonna go through it a little bit faster. I'll just push it, and then we'll just look through what we got here. So the first one, we got 287,000 units. We got 5 of that stuff again. We got another 318 units. 1,000 units. We got more metal, 729. More metal, 729. Another 309,000 units, and then 335,000 units, 307,000 units, 201,000. 3 of the cryo pump, 364,000, 339,000, 309,000, 300,000, 200,000. You guys get the picture. I mean, you guys can kind of see going through it. So that one was a lot. And then we got a rare item. See where it popped up? So we got something additional. So what we can do is we can actually go ahead and take a look at our inventory. And this is what's in my inventory because I was showing everybody how to sell this, and then I was actually making money. As you guys can see up here, I got 3 billion units, and this is how I make my money. And see, where is it? Probably went into the freighter. There it is. So that is worth 537,000 units, and you can see that I've gotten a few other ones from other ones that I've done, and all the rare ones, or the legendary ones we'll call them, are over 1 million usually. That one's worth 2 million. So it's a great way to make a ton of units really quickly, especially if you're kind of struggling at the beginning of the game. So let's go ahead and see what we get from this one. And a majority of the rewards are going to be the same as you just kind of do them, and you'll start to know and start to see what things you'll get. 199 one. I'm not going to go through everything. You'll kind of see what after each log entry, it'll tell you what it is. We got a starship storage augmentation, so we can advance our storage. Those cost millions of units, especially later on. It's a great way to get one for free. Viking, we got activated indium, iridescite, 335. We got more units, more units, more units. We got a superconducting fiber for 8 of those. Indium, not activated indium, but we got indium this time. We got another storage augmentation. I mean, those are, I'm talking millions, especially when you get up to like the final stages of doing your starship storage. I mean, you could spend 200 million on that. That's a great way to save some money just from doing these expeditions. Got enriched carbon, more units, and then that's the end of that one. And then we'll go over here, and then this is going to be the last one that I'll showcase. But I just want to see so you guys understand that it's really good stuff that you guys can get from doing these expeditions. Got hot ice, that's something new with this one. Activated indium again, and then that was a really short expedition, it looks like. So let's go ahead and show you guys. We didn't get any other items, which is pretty rare. Usually I get like 2 or 3 every single day that I do this. So now we just need to talk to this guy. This is where we actually dispatch and plan our expeditions, as you guys probably saw underneath it. So now we can go in here and we can actually view the potential ones, and these are the 5 that are allowed, and they basically change out every day. So, and then they have the duration and the time that they'll last. So, and what's nice about these is it's not in-game time, it's actual time. So you could log in every single day, do these, and then log out. And then when you come back the next day, 24 hours later or whatever, these will be ready for you. So let's go ahead and look at the combat one. We got 3 combats. So I will pick 4 out of the 5 to do today, because the way that I have everything structured is I have everything for 2 combats, 2 industrial, and then 2 trade, and then I've got some set up for balanced. So for this one, we're gonna go and do, let's see, what was this one? It was a combat. You can see that we have 1 S because they rank up over time. They always, most of them start out as a C, and then you do have to buy these ships, just so you are aware of that, and we're gonna get into that here in just a little bit. But so for the first combat, I'm gonna do 2 combat of a C. Then we're gonna do a little bit better of 1, because I want to rank up some of these other ones, right? And then I usually do a support. Let's get a support down at the bottom, kind of ranked up a little bit. Is there any down here that need it? Yes, there are. And then let's do, I like to do the exploration. We'll send those 5. So it's a 4-star, the difficulty it's 3, and then we can go ahead and launch that. And eventually, if you start doing these enough, mine aren't all ranked up just because I haven't done this for very, very long, just because I'm newer to the game, and I found out about this later than I probably should have. Now let's do Industrial 1, and then we can do, I like to pick one of the Bs if I can, and because I'm trying to rank up all of these guys. So we got, let's do this industrial, we'll do a support, and then an exploration. We'll send that on its way. Then we have a balance, so then I like to send 1 of each. We'll do a support, an exploration, a industrial. Actually, let's get rid of those because we got some higher ones, so we'll find an industrial down here. We don't have any, so we'll go combat, trade, industrial. So it's a 5-star and it's only a 1-star difficulty rating, so that's fine, whatever. The other ones will rank up from it. And then we could do another combat one. I'll do the 2-star just because it's a little bit more difficult. So let's pick our ships real quick. And combat. Actually, let's get rid of this combat. Oh, nope. Looks like we're gonna have to use that one. Actually, let's go fix this ship first. So you guys get the general idea of what it is. And then you saw there that one of them is damaged. And that does happen from time to time. Did I send it out? I think I might have. Yeah, I think I did. Oops, that's a bad idea. So we can go ahead and we can go and cancel that one. Well, I'll cancel that in just a little bit. But you saw that one of them was damaged, and I'll show you guys what you need to do with that. So you can come to this controller over here, and you can manage your fleet and the starship stuff. So you can manage your squad or manage your fleet. And then what we can do is we can actually just click on this one, and then we can actually just teleport aboard. So then it will teleport us over there, and then we just walk to the top of the ship. So let's see, let's go this way, and it is over there. Let's just go ahead and run. And I don't know if I actually have what's needed, but do I have that? Okay, yep. So I just had to fix that. It looks like tritium. So that is all taken care of, and there is something else somewhere over there. And then you just need to go to each of these stations and fix up with whatever resources are needed. Now, of all the times that I've actually ever had to do this, this is the only time that I've actually ever have had to fix it out of all the explorations that I've done. And I think I've done 4 for probably a week now, and this is the only one that I've actually had to fix. So it doesn't happen very often. This one needs platinum, so we can fix that one up real quick. And our last one needs platinum again, so we just fix that up, and that's all taken care of. And as you can see, we got the frigate has all been repaired. Perfect. Now, the last thing that we can go ahead and cover is how to get frigates for your fleet. And ultimately, we need to get a group of the ships to warp in, and then we can go and visit them. Okay, I couldn't even plan this any better than what happened, but this is what is actually going to happen when you get into a new system. You basically have to defend the ship from actually being attacked from the pirates, and just make sure that whatever you do, you don't actually attack their ship, because then you'll get the sentinels on you, and they get pretty nasty. Alright, and then I'm just gonna go ahead and just kind of defeat all these guys, and then I'll show you what happens afterwards. And then obviously all the attack ships have been defeated, and then you'll actually get an incoming message, and then you just go ahead and accept it, and then they'll give you coordinates to the capital ship. So there's 2 different types of ships. There's the freighters, the system freighters, and then there's capital freighters, and this is how you would get a capital freighter if you would like one. So now we can actually see where it's at, and it's been updated, and I don't see where it's pointing. Now this is the ship that you would have access to, or I would have access to, and this is fairly similar to the one that I have, but mine is all white with a little bit of pink accents. But all you need to do is find out where you need to land, and you can see that there's the freighter entrance right there. So we'll just go ahead and land, and then it will initiate the landing sequence. We can go ahead and land inside here, and unfortunately with capital ships, they're not always like an S-class, so all you need to do is hop out of your ship and then just scan the floor, and you'll see what kind it is. So this is a C-class, 25, 5, and 3, so 25 storage, 5 technology, 3 cargo. So obviously this isn't one that I would even want anyway, because I would be looking for an S-class if I was going to be replacing my current one. And then what you could do is you just go up to where the captain's at, right through one of these 2 doors right there or there. You're going to get teleported, go talk to him, and if this is the ship that you want, which you can definitely take and accept this one to just to have a freighter if you would like. And then to be able to recruit a frigate to your fleet, you're going to get one of these green cursors by flying around to the areas, and then you'll get an incoming message. So this one happens to be, it looks like a trade ship. Oops, I did not mean to do that. Just don't shoot at one, then they'll think you're a pirate. And then we can go ahead and inspect this one. And it's a combat. So obviously I don't like to have anything that has any red in it, so I wouldn't even accept it anyway. But it's a C, and it would cost 2.2 million. But I have one trade ship because I deleted one just so I can show you how this all works, and then you can accept it or decline it, and then you can go find another one and then recruit them. But I would make sure that you have a variety of all 5 of the different ones, and there's the combat, there's the industrial, the exploration, the support, and the trade are the 5 different ones that you guys can go ahead and accept. But if you have any questions regarding any of this, feel free to leave me a comment down in the comment section. I'm sorry that this one took a little bit longer, but there was more to cover in this video. But if you do have any other questions, then by all means, let me know. But I will, if you guys are interested in wanting to know how I made all this money legitimately using all of this, then I will leave a link in the description so you guys can go ahead and check that out. But I will see you guys in the next video.